Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 3 maths. The chapter today we discuss that is the units of measurements. And here are the list of the lesson. So the first lesson which is compare and convert the metric units of length. Which metric units is appropriate? Which customary units of volume is appropriate and which customary unit is appropriate, okay? These are the four lessons. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudent.com. You have to log in by using their email and the password that is provided by the administrator. Let's go to the A plus website. Here is your A plus website. Select maths from the subject tab. Go to the grade 3 maths. Then open this. There are a lot of chapters. So we are going with units of measurements. Let's do with it. And first four chapters we already done. And now let's start from this one. Compare and convert the metric units of length. Then open this. There are a lot of chapters. I was just checking my mic and everything, okay? So, compare and convert the metric units of length. As we know that, first of all, let me tell you what are basically the simple basic units for length, okay? Let's just write it here and then we're going to convert it, okay? So, the units of length is basically length is measured in form of meters, centimeters, millimeters, kilometers, like and all, okay? So, if we are going to write it for the units of length, so there are a lot of units of length, but the most of the units which we are using that is centimeter or meters, okay? Let me write it here. So the unit of length is centimeter, which is represented in C and M, that is centimeters, okay? Then meters, which is represented in M, and then kilometers, which is represented in K and M, kilometers, okay? And then millimeter, which is M and M, millimeter. Okay, these are all the units. So remember, so the length, metric units of length is millimeters, meters, kilometers, and centimeters. Okay, so how many units of length that we can measure? These are there are a lot of units of length, but the mostly we are using centimeters, meters, kilometers, and millimeters. And we also write it down all these things. Okay. If you guys write down this one, then you also take out your notebook and pencils in your hand and then write it down in your notebook, okay? All right. So, what is the unit of lengths? First of all, centimeter, meters, kilometer, and millimeters. Kilometer is basically the bigger units, okay? And what is the smaller unit? That is a millimeter. Millimeter, then meter, then centimeter, and then it's a kilometer, okay? I'm going to write it down here. First of all, millimeter is the smallest unit. Millimeter is the smallest one. Okay. After that, the next smaller unit of length is centimeter. This is next. And what is next? This is meter, and then it's kilometer. That is bigger. This is smallest, and this is largest, longest, you can say that, or biggest. Okay. Longest is the good way to write. All right, millimeter is the smaller, kilometer is the bigger one, centimeter and meter is the middle of it. So these are basically the units of length. Okay, now we discuss the questions. Move back to the questions. You understand this thing? Like which is the smaller unit, which is the bigger unit? Okay, very well done, everyone. So which is more, 1 centimeter or 7 millimeter? As we know that millimeter is the smaller unit, am I right? Then it's centimeter, then it's meter, and then it's kilometer. So millimeter is the smaller, centimeter is the bigger. So we can say that the more is centimeter, so which is 1 centimeter. Okay. Although the number of this one is 1 and this one is 7, but we can check the units with it. All right. For example, the for example here it's written like 7 centimeter and it's 10 millimeter. There is 7 and there is 10. As we know that 10 is bigger and 7 is smaller. But when we see the units, centimeter is the bigger and millimeter is very smaller unit. So we can say that 7 centimeter is big, longest, and this one is the shorter or smallest. Okay. This is the way that we use. Which is more, 1 kilometers or 1,000 meters? As we know that, look at here the thing. Always remember kilometer is the bigger unit and meter is the smaller unit. For example, here it's written 2 kilometer and here it's written 150 meter. So which one is the greater? 2 kilometer is greater. But you need to remember always one thing. If this is written like this way, 1 kilometer, and that is written here 1000 meter. So these become equal. Why? Because kilo means 1000. Okay, so this is equal 1 kilometer, that is equals to the 1000 meter, although the other numbers, but this is the statement that is equal thing. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Understand you all? Let's do. And one more thing, look, this is the thing that is written here. 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter and 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter. This is also equal. These two statements becomes equal. 100 centimeters is equals to 1 meter and 1000 meters is equals to 1 kilometers. Okay, now let's do the test questions. 1 kilometer is equals to how many meters? I already told you this thing. 1 kilometers is equals to how many meters? 1 kilometers is equals to how many meters? That is equals to 1000 meters. Okay, 1 kilometers, kilo means 1000. You need to remember that thing. Kilo mean 1000, so we are putting it here 1000. Let's go with this, and this is the right answer. Which is more, 1 centimeter is more or 7 millimeter is more? Now you guys tell me. Everyone tell me in the chat, which is more, 1 centimeter or 7 millimeter? The previous is right, good. Option 1. It means that 1 centimeter is greater as compared to 7 millimeters. Okay. Which is more, 1 kilometer or 1000 meter? Very good, very good. Tell me the answer of this one, 1 kilometer or 1000 meter? These are equal because 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. So we can say that neither they are equal. Okay. So which is more, 48 centimeter or 1 meter? Now it's tell us the difference between centimeter or meter, because I already write the units like millimeter is the smaller one, then it's centimeter, then it's meter, and then it's kilometer. So now you guys tell me, which one is more, centimeter or 1 meter? You are not checking the numbers, you are not checking the digits, you are checking only the units. Okay, you are checking the units. When you see the units, then what you get the answer for that, centimeter or meter? It's meter. Okay, option B, good. Which is more, 1 kilometer or 883 meters? Check the, basically not the numbers, like here it's written 1 only and here it's written 883. When you see the numbers, so 883 is bigger than 1, but when you see the units, this is kilometer and this is meter, as we know that kilometer is bigger than the meter, so we can say that 1 kilometer is bigger as compared to 883 meters. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson. This is already, so you solve the rest of the test questions by yourself. Now let's move to the next lesson. Okay, which metric unit is appropriate? Let's do it. All right, look at here. What does it mean? It means that for the heavy things, which unit we are using, unit of length they are talking about, or the smaller thing, which unit we are using. Okay, as we know that, for example, when we are going to write it basically from here, millimeter, then we are going to write it centimeter, then it's meter, and then it's kilometer. Okay, when we are going to write all these things here over there, but when we check millimeter, started from there, then it's centimeter, then it's meter, and then it's kilometer. So when we check for the smaller thing, millimeter is used, like how, for example, if they are saying that, or centimeter or meter, and for the heavy weights we are using kilometers, like for example, if they are saying that the weight of the human body. Okay, human body weight, human body, so we are basically weights, not sorry, weight, the length of the human body. So we are just basic length of human body, we are not measuring in kilometers. Okay, because it's not in form of thousands, it's only like how many basically meters, or in this way, like the weight, if they're talking about the weight of the human body, weight of the table, weight of like different things. Okay, weight of the table, so we can say that it's like in gram or kilograms. So it's not like meters, meters are not involved here. Now it's involved the gram. Okay, units of gram it's involved now. Now it's involved the gram. Okay, like it's gram or kilogram. These are the two things that we are basically used for the things. Okay, these are basically the better estimation for these two. So when we see So we check for the gram and the kilogram which metric units are appropriate. So here is basically, for example, when you see the small or the light objects, such as, for example, the slice of bread, okay, then we are saying that it's used in gram. Like, for example, here is the slice of the bread, okay, it's just a slice of bread. It's just, for example, it's here, okay, it's the slice of the bread, for example, okay, like this one. So we can say that it's measured in gram. All right. But when for using the kilogram, like the larger, heavier objects, such as, for example, dog, okay, weight of dog, we can say that. All right. Then we can say that it's 1 kilogram. That's the same liter of water we are using. Okay. Then for the different examples we are using here, as somehow, for example, cell phone. Okay, how much the length of this? So for the smaller, very lighter objects we are using the gram, and for the heavier objects we are using the basically kilograms. Okay, let's move back to here. Hope you guys understand this one. Let's discuss some examples from there. Okay, look at here the first example. So, which is the better estimate for the weight of the picnic table? Table is a basically big thing. It's not a smaller weight, so we are using the kilogram. Kilo is basically the greater as compared to only gram we are using. Kilogram is bigger unit. Okay. Which is the better estimate for the distance of 10 minutes walk? Like for example, you are going to distance from the 10 minutes. Okay, you're going to walk 10-minute distance. It means that it's not in the form of gram, it's in the form of, not basically in the form of meters. You are going to distance like in kilometers. Okay, because in when you're going to walk in 10 minutes, it may be like uh 1 kilometer, it may be like 2 kilometers. Okay, so we can say that it's in form of kilometers. So what is a better estimate for the length of the jump rope? Rope, it's basically length of the jump rope. It's not like too much in form of kilograms. Okay, like maybe it's in the form, length of this rope is basically like this. So it's in the form of meter. Okay, not like too much. So we can say that it's in the form of meters. Okay, like 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, anything. That basically you are going to use any word for that. Okay, so for the smaller things we are going to use the smaller units. For the bigger things we are just using kilo with it. Okay, kilo with it, remember that thing. All right, now let's do some test questions for that, or maybe some lesson questions firstly. So which is a better estimate for the piece of gum? Okay, like it's just a piece, so we are using the smaller units like the grams. Okay, not kilo with involved with it. Weight of the pumpkin is very basically the big thing, so it's in form of kilogram, it's not in gram. Okay, then the light bulb, yeah, they're also using the word light bulb. Okay, so we are using in form of grams, it's not in form of kilograms because it's not too much heavy for that. Okay, it's not too heavy, it's too light. Okay, so we are going to say that it's kilogram. Then It's again the same thing, the picnic table and all that. So here, for the different like the fish bowl, okay, they are saying that volume now here. If the weight is involved, you are using gram with it. If the length is involved, you are using involve the meters with it. Remember that thing. If they are involving length, you are involved kilo with meters, kilometer, only meters. Okay. If they are involving the weight, so with kilo, you are involving the gram. But if involving the liquid things like the volume, so you are using the liters, kiloliters. Okay. So what is the better estimate for the volume of the fish bowl? So it's not too heavy like we are using the milliliters, centiliters or that. So we are using only the liter. So which is the better estimate for the weight of the piece of gum? Okay, it's not too heavy, so we involve like kilo with it. So it's just a gram because here the weight. So for the weight, it's gram is involved. Let's do some test questions for that. Which the better estimate for the length of the pen? Pen length. It's not in form of meters. It's like in centimeters, because centimeters is a smaller unit as compared to then the form of the meters. So we can say that it's centimeters. Okay, not because pen is not too much. What is the better estimate for the distance of a 10 minutes walk? Now you guys tell me what is the option A or option B. Hurry up. Everyone tell me. Everyone tell me. Option 2. 10 minutes walk. Are you going to walk in the form of centimeters? This is a very small units. Yes, it's option A, that is 1 kilometer. So what is the better estimate for the length of the jump rope? It's 3 meters or 3 kilometers. So it's in form of meters, not kilometer. Okay. So it's meter, 3 meters. Which is the better estimate for the weight of the picnic table? Weight. Now it's gram is involved. Picnic table is not too much small like you're using only the gram. So we are moving with the kilogram with it. Okay. So it's 19 kilogram. Got it? What is the better estimate for the weight of the pumpkin? So here is the weight of the pumpkin. It's ounces or it's kilogram. Pumpkin is not a basically small. Ounces is a very small unit. Okay, so we are using here the kilogram, 4 kilogram. Like its weight is 4 kilogram. Okay, hope you guys understand this lesson as well. So you guys make sure before starting the next lesson you practice this one and solve all the test questions as well. Now let's do the next lesson. So which customary unit of volume is appropriate? Let's do it. And then we are using the that thing. So here, Which customary unit of volume is appropriate? So here for the volume we are using. So for the volume we are using in measures in form of cups, pints, quarts and gallons. Okay. Here I'm going to write it. Then you guys also write it down all of it on your notebooks. For the volume we are going to use measures in the form of cups, in form of pints, in quarts and in gallons. Okay, these are the four units that in which we are going to basically volume is measures, and one more thing that is ounces. I think so that's uh yeah, that's it. Okay, so these are all basically the units which is involved by using the basically, and other traditional units are also involved, okay, like tablespoon, teaspoons. Okay, so it's also involved for teaspoons, then the tablespoons. Understand, these are all the things. Write it down you all: cups, pints, quarts, gallons, ounces, tablespoon and teaspoons. Okay, now I'm going to write one by one which is the smaller, which is the bigger unit. Okay, and then also gave you some examples, then you are more able to understand like which one is used for which thing basically. Let me just tell you everything in detail. Okay, you are going to write it down then. So first of all, I'm going to write it here: ounces. This is a very smaller amount of liquid. Okay, very small amount. When you are going to measure very small amount, then you are going to use the ounces. Okay, this is the thing. Now for the next, it cups. You are going to move for the cups. Okay, then after ounces, if a very small amount, then you a very small amount of liquid, then you're going to use the ounces. If a sum bigger, then you're using the cup. Okay, less quantity of liquid, this is also less quantity but bigger than ounces. Now using the pints, this is the bigger than cups. Then for the quarts, this is a larger. Okay, quarts is larger, and the gallon is basically the very larger amount of liquid that is measured by using the gallon. Like for example, a milk jug. Okay, a jug that is filled with the milk, this is measured with in form of gallon. Then a shampoo bottle. Okay, you are going to measure in form of quarts. A water bottle, you are measure in form of pints. Then a juice box, that is measured in form of cup. Understand this thing? This is the basically thing that we have done. All right, these are all the basically units for that. Now let's do the questions. Hope you guys understand this one, which one is bigger, which one is smaller. I already write it down and then also gave some example for that. Let's move to the questions now. We are going to measure these all units by using the liquid things are measured by using these units. These are the units, okay, names of units, just like meters, centimeter, kilometers. Okay, this is also the names of measuring the volume. So what is a better estimate for the volume of a salad dressing bottle? Okay, it's measured in teaspoons. Got it? Bathroom sink, that is a basically big thing which is in the form of gallon. They're saying that volume of a, then volume of the shoe box, it's bigger than, like it's smaller than, you can say that. So we are using the pins for that. Okay, so let's next. Then move to the next. Okay, so which is the better estimate for the volume of the plastic shopping bag? Okay, shopping bag which is in form of 3 quarts is better estimate. Fluid ounces is too little. Okay, so we are going to make it's in the form of the quarts because the ounces is a very small unit. Okay, then which is the better estimate for the volume of the orange juice? So the orange juice curtain, it's basically in form of cups, so we are basically using in form of cups. All right, and then the next is which is the better estimate for the volume of the shoe box? It's again in form of pins. It's not basically too uh because if it's like the heavy things, heavy volume involved, so we are using basically gallons. Okay, so gallon is too much for that, so we are using basically pins. Or tablespoons are basically too little, so we are using the pins for that. Okay, let's do the next. Which is the better estimate for the volume of the sour cream container? Cream which is in the form of the container. Okay, so pints or ounces we are using, but pint is too much, and it's they are saying that the cream container, it's a very small, so we are using only the ounces for that. So which is the better estimate for the volume of the plastic cup? Okay, so here is the plastic cup we are using. Tablespoon, teaspoons, or basically the pints. Pints is too much, so we are using only the tablespoon. All right, then let's do the next. Okay, then. So here is the which is the better estimate for the volume of the baby bottle? Okay, it's a baby. They are saying that it's not only the volume of the bottle. If they are saying that only the volume of the bottle, so it means that it's a big. But here they are saying that baby bottle, so it means that baby bottle is a very small bottle. So its ounces is used for that. Okay, you basically check the question, understand the basically question, and then you just write it down. So here the better estimate for the volume of the baby bottle, this is a very small bottle, so we can say that it's not made in form of gallons or made in form of like the different other, so we are using only the ounces. Okay, so we go with it and let's check if our answer is right or wrong. So this is the right answer for that. Okay, what is a better estimate for the volume of the orange juice curtain? Look at here, it's a orange juice. It's not like in form of the gallons. It's a curtain, So we can say that it's like in form of cups, maybe, like it's a right thing, because orange juice is a very small, okay, not like a big. We are using the gallons for that. Gallon is a very bigger unit for the estimation of the volume. Okay, so this is the way that we have done in this lesson. So you guys solve rest of the test questions by yourself. Let's do the next one. So it's, which customary unit is appropriate? Let's do this one. Let's go with it. So here is again the same thing. What is the better estimate for the volume of the mustard bottle? Okay. They are using here the two options, tablespoon or gallons. Look, gallon is a basically big unit, and mustard bottle, it's just a bottle. It's not like in form of basically heavy things are involved. So we can say that it's only the tablespoons. Okay, mustard bottle, because it's a small bottle. So we are using here for the thing tablespoons for that. Okay. So here, let's go with it. So what is the better estimate for the volume of the large trash can? So here they are also using the word large. Okay, it means that the trash can is a very large, so it's made in form of gallons. So if we are using the estimation, so we are using gallons for it. Okay, so here the better estimation is large trash can, that is used for gallons. So here we go with the gallons, 34 gallons. Which is the better estimate for the volume of the kitchen sink? Okay, kitchen sink volume is not like too high as you are using the gallons. So the smaller unit for the gallons is cups. So we are using the cups here. Okay. So here, what is the better estimate for the volume of the bowl of a soup? Soup is basically, it's a very small. Okay, the volume of the soup is, you can say that it's a better estimate that you are using, that is in the form of ounces, not in form of gallons. Gallon is a big, not using the cups. Cups is less than just a gallon, so we are using here the smaller unit, which is ounces. Okay, then and for the length, look at here. Here now it's involving the length, the previous things are also involved with it. What is the better estimate for the length? Now the length, as we know that it's made in form of yards, it's made in form of feet. Okay, so the yard is too long and feet is smaller, so we can say that snowboard is not too much. Basically the high length of that, it's not in form of yards. Okay, basically yards are using a very large length, a very long length for that. So here we are using just a feet. What is the better estimate for the volume of the kitchen sink? Again, it's the same question. Volume of the kitchen sink, it's not in form of gallons. Okay, we are measuring the volume, so it's in form of cups. That is a smaller unit than gallon. Okay, not using the ounces, not using the paints, because these are very smaller units. Okay, what is the better estimate for a height of a door? Height of the door, basically, it's not too much small like you are making in form of feet. It's a good thing like you are making in form of feet. But here the two options are given, if it's in yard or if it's in inches. Inches is a very small, okay, and yard is basically a big, but it's a better estimate than the inches. So we are moving with the yards. What is the better estimate for the volume of the juice box? It's again the juice box is a very smaller. Okay, pinch is too much high, and 42 teaspoons they are using here. So for the 42 teaspoons, we are moving with it. Then they are saying, what is a better estimate for the volume of the large trash can? Now, you guys tell me. Okay, you guys tell me. Gallons, very good. Why we you are using the gallons? Because it's a large trash can, okay? That's why we are using this. Let's move the next. So what is a juice box is done, mustard bottle. These are all I think so. These are all the questions we have done it. Hope you guys understand this lesson. So today we discuss the grade 3 maths. The chapter today we discuss which is the unit of measurements. And here are the lessons. First lesson, compare and convert the metric units of length. Which metric unit is appropriate? Then which customary units of volume is appropriate and which customary unit is appropriate. So hope you guys understand this lesson. Before starting the next session, you practice all these questions, okay? And if you still need any help in any of the question, then you can contact the tutors by using this chat button. Open it, select your department, like in which department you need help with maths or English. Okay, it's a maths class, so you need help with the math, putting your name here, and then you go with it, okay? So see you in the next session. Have a good day, you all. Bye.